God spoke to me this morning, specifically in reference to my single brothers, single sisters. Listen up. For those who have recently either dedicated your life or rededicated your life to God, God has divinely interrupted your current situationship, your current relationship. Come on, somebody. Many of you have already had a ring and a date, an engagement, a proposal, planning the wedding. Many of you have already had the bachelor party and the bridal shower. Hear me. There's been a divine interruption because you have rededicated your life or dedicated your life to God. Now you can allow God to come in. Oh, now God can come in to you and come into your relationship. Hear the word of God on today. Now, here it is. This prophetic message does not necessarily mean that the person you were with is not your kingdom spouse. However, this does mean that you need to spend some time, some alone time with God. See, you've never really been alone with God, just you and Him. Because you made the commitment, because you have rededicated your life back to Him or dedicated your life back to Him, God needs to speak to you alone. Hear the Spirit of God on today. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that the person that you're with is not who God has for you. However, God needs some intimate time with you. God has divinely interrupted the relationship. This doesn't necessarily mean that this is not the one, or it could mean that this is not the one. Pray for the gift of discernment in this season. Allow God to spend some intimate time with you. Don't be afraid to pour yourself out to God so that He hears your heart, so that He can begin to mend and heal and deliver in areas that need to be healed, delivered, and mended before you can be that kingdom spouse. Don't be afraid to wait on God. Don't be afraid to practice the gift of discernment. Don't be afraid to spend some alone time with God in this season. See, God has allowed the divine interruption so that He can speak to you, so that He can spend some alone time with you. Be encouraged on today. Be encouraged.